One of the reasons that I love e-commerce so much is its potential scalability. It's not the easiest business to start by any means. Obviously, there's a lot of moving pieces, but you can take an e-commerce business to unbelievable levels, like levels that are unimaginable to you and I right now. And in today's video, we're gonna uncover an $800 million per year Shopify e-commerce business. It's not just a Shopify business. They also have a retail brand or arm, but it's a really interesting store, and the whole business overall is quite interesting. And I think there's a lot of things to learn from it, a lot of themes that we'll learn from. So what I'm talking about is this store called BuyBuy Baby. And you probably don't know about it unless you have a kid or you're older, because this is actually a pretty old website. However, what's really interesting about it is that they actually went basically out of business not too long ago. So what happened was, they were doing about $800 million. They were owned by Bed Bath & Beyond, but Bed Bath & Beyond actually started to go out of business and went bankrupt basically. So they had to sell a lot of their assets. And apparently, this is really crazy, this brand called, let me see, what are they called? It's somewhere here. I just can't read right now. Okay, Dream On Me. This New Jersey-based brand called Dream On Me acquired along with the BuyBuy Baby IP asset for $15.5 million right before the Bed Bath & Beyond bankruptcy. So they were able to get this store and asset for $15.5 million that produces $800 million in revenue. That sounds kind of insane. Like, I don't know the exact details of that, right? Maybe some of you guys can enlighten me, but this is a really interesting theme of a lot of brands that are just kind of older and not adapting to the current times are not able to succeed. But that doesn't mean they have no value. In fact, they have huge customer lists, a massive name to them. So they're actually really good assets potentially if somebody can go in there and streamline them. So that's what people are doing here. They're running a ton of ads still. And actually, as you saw from their traffic distribution, it's looking really, really strong. At least their e-commerce side of things is looking really strong. So what I want to do is actually just kind of go on Shop All Deals here. And then maybe if they have some way to filter, we can filter by, let's see, featured, best selling. We can feature by best selling and see what are they selling here the most. So they're selling some other branded products like Carter's, which is pretty cool. And that, is really an interesting move if you have a big store, especially if you're drop shipping some products, because if you can actually drop ship name brand products, in my opinion, it's going to make your store look a lot more professional. And there's actually a really good way that you can do that. And that's kind of what's inspired this video, is through AutoDS. So if you don't know what AutoDS is, it's basically a sourcing software that is made specifically for drop shipping. So AutoDS means auto drop shipping, right? So it allows you to drop ship products basically from anywhere. So as you see, some of these, for example, have 2-day shipping, 3-day shipping, super, super fast. And these are actually, just how you see on here, right? It says the seller is Carter's. You see that this is just like random businesses that are allowing people to drop ship their products, and these are some best sellers. So you could literally add unlimited amounts of products to your store and ship them super fast through this automation that AutoDS allows you to do. So before you continue going on with this video, I do want to say we have a 30-day free trial to AutoDS here on the channel. That is exclusive to this channel. Normally it's a 14-day free trial, so it's over double the free trial, and you can get that with the link in the description. So make sure that you use that. Because why not use more free time, right? Why not wait a little bit longer in order to pay for the software if you can? But it's super cool because even things like this, right? $15 for this really cool charger, and it ships in 6 to 9 days. Like, that's pretty unbelievable. So the possibilities are pretty endless with this kind of stuff. And here's what's really, really cool. I actually showed this yesterday a little bit, but if you go on Etsy, you can actually say we want to sell this, multicolor polka dot kitchen board, right? We actually can import this to AutoDS through the AutoDS Chrome extension and add it to our stores. That's a pretty powerful feature. Now, another thing that I really, really like right now about them is that they are putting up all of the latest TikTok Shop products and all you got to do is import them to your store, or import the draft, and they'll source it for you, which is pretty powerful. Obviously, it's probably not a perfect feature here, but I think this will be extremely powerful for people that understand the power of TikTok Shop. These are two products right here that we've made videos about. These are multi-million-dollar trends right now: electric flossers and portable screens. So it's pretty crazy that AutoDS is on top of this stuff. That's why I like them, because not necessarily they have the most functional app, even though it is really functional, but I do see that they're on the cutting edge of e-commerce, like more than anyone. And I know that because of their emphasis on TikTok products a lot. But ultimately, you could technically recreate the store through just using AutoDS, which is pretty unbelievable. So, it seems like this is one of their best sellers right now. The Dream on Me Chatham basic glider. So it's just a really nice chair for like breastfeeding or whatever you want to do. Some dressers, so big furniture, and just a lot of baby clothes, which makes a lot of sense. People love to shop for baby clothes, and this seems like a good price point. $18 for like a pack of 5 things seems pretty good. This elevated bassinet and bedside sleeper. So I'm actually curious. I just want to see if we can find something like that on AutoDS. Bassinet, how do you spell bassinet? I actually don't know. Bassinet. So, wow, there's some pretty cool ones here. This one has 7-day shipping, and it looks super advanced. Like, oh my goodness, this one's actually super cool. And yeah, $139. Let's say you sell it for $200. I know that's not a crazy margin. That's like a $60 margin, but that's not too bad, right? Especially since it's from a quality brand. So that's really cool. This one is even cheaper, $87, and the one that they have on their store is, let me see again, $101. So, pretty similar pricing, but ultimately this one looks really cool too. So, very cool product. It comes with a bag. It has really nice images. I mean, I'm thinking of maybe even importing this to like a store. This one looks really cool too, but okay, so this is just the mattress, because $14 for a bassinet, I'd be very skeptical about that. Here's another really good one from Baby Bond, and this one looks really nice too, $169, but 2 business day shipping. Pretty unbelievable. Another one here, this one's from Shein, so you can dropship stuff from Shein here with AutoDS, which is super cool. Wow, this one looks dope. This one looks really, really cool because it's unique. I don't know where you'd find something like this, right? Which is a big thing about drop shipping, is that if your products can't really be found anywhere, it doesn't matter what you price them at. Obviously, try not to be crazy with your pricing, but that's one of the reasons why people will shop on your brand, right? Is if you have unique products that they can't find anywhere else. So this one's also really good. I mean, wow, guys, I'm actually pretty shocked to see all the available products that they have for this category, because clearly we see that that's a winning category right now, bassinets. I have a baby, so I know exactly how useful this product is. A bassinet just next to your bed is extremely, extremely helpful and useful. But yeah, I mean, this store is pretty interesting. I also thought it was very interesting, this concept of, crashing businesses that you can buy for pennies on the dollar, basically. Obviously, not a lot of people here will have 15 mil to blow on a brand, but realistically, I feel like if I tried my hardest with my network and reach, I could probably raise like $15 million to buy up a brand. But obviously, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take on that sort of debt and burden, but someone could. Now, ultimately, all these principles apply even if you're starting from scratch. They're running a lot of ads, but they're not great ads. They're just super simple image ads. I mean, like no UGC content really, not a ton of creative diversity. I mean, a decent amount. It's not terrible ads, actually. Image ads work still, so I understand why they're doing that. And by the way, with that said, we just launched something in the Ecommerce Accelerator, which is like 50 different Canva templates for winning ads, which is extremely helpful. That will literally save you like $3,000 to $10,000 with creative testing, because it's really expensive to hire designers, first of all, and agencies tend to charge a lot for these kinds of tests. But with Canva, we've basically gathered all these assets that are winning assets based on data. You can easily customize them. And that's a thing that we just dropped in the Lab Accelerator. So if you want to join the Accelerator, make sure you check the link in the description as well. Comes with a lot of other stuff too. an amazing community, super excited to grow it. But yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video and it was inspiring. I mean, this brand is definitely inspiring to me despite them doing bad for some time, but now coming back up. It's a good redemption story. We all love a good comeback story, right? But ultimately, it's really inspiring too, just how they're able to build this marketplace of different brands and how technically we can do the same thing now with technology and software like AutoDS. So, of course, shout out to my friends at AutoDS as well. Definitely an incredible software that you should try out. At the very least, try it out. You got a 30-day free trial, so make sure you check it out in the description. But that's it for this one. Peace.